Wow. This is Black Widow. Sacrifice. I just noticed for the first time, because of the lighting rig I have here, that this is imprinted with the Record Club stamp right here. This has classic songs like Come to the Sabbath. Come to the Sabbath. Satan's there. This is really like, this is an original, by the way. Just kind of proggy, classic rock with a dark edge to it. People were trying to do that for a while after Black Sabbath. This is much more proggy than Black Sabbath. It's good stuff. It's not something I can listen to all the time, but it's good. I'm glad to have it for sure. There was a lot of these kind of bands in the 70s, and a lot of them are really good. A lot of them suck, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are really good, and there's a lot of the proto-metal craze of the last few years has come out of that era, where Black Sabbath was really influential in creating proto-metal bands like this and Dust and Bang and all that stuff. And we have classic Blasphemy, Blood Upon the Altar, and Gods of War, released by Nuclear War Now a couple of years ago. This is a reissue. Actually, no, it's not Nuclear War Now. It's Osmosis. You see the cool Osmos logo. My cat just ran by. If you chew on the side of my records, you're dead to me, cat. Got some Death Hammer in the background. One thing I hate about this release, I hate these really glossy album covers like this. They look cool, but you get fucking fingerprints all over them, especially a grease ball like me. Again, it's another one of those albums that I don't have to explain shit. It's a Blasphemy. If you like Revenge or Conqueror or Caveman Cult or war metal in general, this is your daddy. This is your father. This is your progenitor. Alright, time for some more old thrash. Blood Feast. Kill for Pleasure. One thing I miss about old releases that you don't see on new ones anymore is the promo sticker. Thrash or Be Thrash. Debut 9-song album of, I'm trying to read backwards here, US metal at its best. Blah, 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 blah. Cool artwork, cool band, great album. I think the album after this, if I remember correctly, I like even better than this. And then they kind of fell off a little bit in my eyes. But this is good stuff. I'm glad to own, by the way, here's the back. Glad to own an original copy of this. Pretty sure this is regular black vinyl. It is. This is on New Renaissance Records, which put out a lot of great stuff back in the day. This is just really good thrash metal. 80s. This isn't the stuff I talked about earlier, where it's the early days of thrash. This is thrash in its heyday right here. This is a classic thrash album. And some more new stuff here. Blood Incantation. The craze of the internet for the last couple of years. This is the interdimensional Interdimensional Extinction, I think it's called, EP. Good stuff. When I first heard Blood Incantation, it wasn't a long time after I heard Time Ghoul for the first time. And Time Ghoul I heard through Dark Descent, and Blood Incantation is on Dark Descent. And I said, ooh, because of this reissue of Time Ghoul, somebody's trying to be Time Ghoul. And some may take that as a slap in the face of the band. What the hell no. Time Ghoul is awesome, and they're hard to try to emulate, and Blood Incantation does it very well. I love that someone decided to try to emulate Time Ghoul. And here is Starspawn, which I think I have the black vinyl. Yes, this is a first press. The Interdimensional Extinction is a second press, I believe. That is also on black vinyl. I have so many records that I don't listen to them a lot. I shouldn't say that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is I'll play a record once and then I may not play it again for a couple years because I have so many. So sometimes I forget what I even have, or what color they are, or whatever. Ooh, time for some rainbow. And Boulder. This is the, can't remember, the Aura EP. This was awesome. Good stuff. I thought this band was going to be the next big thing, and then they dropped a stinker of an LP. I thought it sucked. A lot of people thought it sucked. A lot of people thought it was great. I don't know, man. It didn't connect. I mean, and Tranced by the Wolf Shook is just fucking grabbed me by the throat, and it didn't let go. And while the other stuff on here didn't quite measure up to Entranced by the Wolf Shook, I still thought it was good. I thought most of the LP was pretty weak. Therefore, I don't own it. But this is great stuff. If you were only introduced to Boulder through the LP, go back and listen to this EP. It's great. And Bone Sickness. This incredible art. Look at this. I mean, I can't do it justice, all the detailing here. Alone in the Grave. This is really grindy death metal with fairly short songs. Old school grindy death metal. Really all there is to it. Alright, speaking of grind, Brutal Truth, Need to Control. I'm not really a grind kind of dude, but Brutal Truth does it for me for the most part. This is, I believe this is the first press on Earache, regular black vinyl. Again, it's another band you don't need to tell people about. Brutal Truth. It's not like they're, Slayer or something. But they're popular enough to where you know who Brutal Truth is. I don't need to stop fucking around. I don't need to tell you this shit. Come on. Come on, buddy. Bow! Bunker 66. Inferno Interceptors. This is speed metal, basically. Really fun songs, kind of anthemic, really frenzied guitars and frenzied vocals. I think this is their first LP. This is on High Roller Records. Great stuff, especially if you like speed metal. Like I said, think Death Hammer, something along those lines. Just like I said, really frenzied, almost like they're about to go off the fucking rails. Got a cool little poster of these guys. They've released material since, and I haven't heard any of it. Not because I don't like them, I obviously do. But there's so much goddamn music out there, man. And this is on red and white. Actually, there's more white on this side. Red and white splatter vinyl. Higher Roller Records consistently puts out great new bands. Consistently re-releases old classic stuff. They're one of the best record labels there are. I just wish their shipping rates didn't suck so much. But yeah, once again, Bunker 66, Inferno Interceptors. Great speed metal. Come on, buddy. Alright. More, Back on Black. Burzum. Philosophem. I don't have any other Burzum. Not because I don't like Burzum. But I don't have any other Burzum because I hate Back on Black records. I try not to buy anything that's Back on Black. This, I believe, is the only thing I have that's Back on Black. Earlier I said Plastic Head is Black on Black, but I think I might be wrong about that. But I don't know personally if Back on Black sucks, but from what everyone always tells me is that they do suck, so I try not to buy from them. But this one sounds good. It's fucking, to me, Burzum's best album. Dunkelheit is a personal favorite of mine. That riff, I heard it when I was a kid. I don't know where. I don't know if it was in a movie or what, but I heard it somewhere, and it always stuck with me. And when I came across Burzum again, when I was a little older and into this stuff, I was like, oh shit. And I felt like a kinship with my childhood somewhere along the lines. I don't know what I heard it on. I do know I remember hearing about the murders on MTV News when I was a kid, and seeing the Dark Throne album covers and stuff on MTV News and saying, wow, these dudes are fucking creepy. Do they live in the fucking woods? This guy's killing people and setting churches on fire. What the fuck is going on with these dudes? They're living in the fucking woods, aren't they? God damn, these are some creepy dudes. And then as I got older and got into the music, I realized it was just bullshit. But as a kid, that stuck with me. I never heard a single note of any of the music other than maybe in clips on MTV News. But that whole story and scenario really stuck with me until I finally did hear those bands when I was older. So, yeah, until some of the stuff gets re-released somewhere else or even bootlegged somewhere else, I'm not buying Back on Black, unfortunately. But this one I had to have. Burzum, double LP. Does sound good, I must admit. Got lyrics, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. And there it is. There's your bees. So what do you think? Should we do C's? Let's do C's.